Let me tell you a little bit about why I decided to get in the race for Attorney General. I had a great career as an academic, a dean of a law school that's been spectacularly successful. By the way, the rankings are out today. We moved up into the top 100. I just got to throw that out there. It's really wonderful news. But I would tell you, my wife and I were talking about whether we should pull up stakes and leave the state. And I said, you know what? No. Like you all, I said it's time to stand and fight. And I'm going to stand and fight. I'm a constitutional scholar, and I'm a constitutional litigator. I've been involved in over 50 cases in the Supreme Court of the United States over the last decade. Defending your property rights against unlawful eminent domain. Defending the notion that we can have the phrase "under God" in our Pledge of Allegiance. Defending the power of the president to defend us against foreign attacks from terrorists. And most importantly, letting the federal government know that it is a government of limited power. You all walk around with your pocket constitutions, and when they do something like health care, you're now pointing out to them, in a way I haven't seen in a generation, where do you get the authority to do that? Tell me what clause. Point it out to me. It's not there, and if it's not there, you don't get to do it, Mr. Congressman, Mr. Senator, Mr. President. You see, we haven't had anybody in the Attorney General's office that understood our Constitution for a very long time, either the federal or the state. This state is bankrupt. We're in the middle of a fiscal crisis, but it's a constitutional crisis. You know that we're $500 billion in unfunded liabilities on public employee pensions? $500 billion. Stanford study a week ago says. $500 billion. That's starting to sound like money the federal government has, not the state of California. And you know what, though? The whole retroactive increase in illegal pensions is unconstitutional. We had provisions in our state constitution that said you can't do that, and they're not enforcing them. Last November, we adopted an initiative on marriage, and they're not enforcing it. A decade ago, we adopted an initiative on illegal immigration, and they're not enforcing it. They think that the will of the people doesn't matter, that the Constitution doesn't matter, and by gosh, I'm going to do something about it to make sure that's there.